entertainment venue, but it was a really kind of strange, all the strange signs. So that was one really strange thing. And the last was my book, Contours of Ableism, and I put, yes, a quick promo, any opportunity for a promo. I was informed this morning, and I was really grateful, that the book had been accepted as compulsory in the 4th social work course globally. So I was very happy about that, particularly as I'm trying to negotiate with my publishers to get it into paperback at the moment, that will make it cheaper. And interestingly, there were social work courses where it wasn't about disability, it was about the notion of difference. Hence the urgency to ramp up our critical thinking in a proactive way beyond comfort zones. Let me talk to you about this course. This assessment item, your exhibition, was and is bold and radical. And I must say, I've been super impressed, and I am very tempted to take with me the 2 posters that have wheels attached to them. Because one year we had wheels that had clearly been stolen from an institution, but behind me there's this very fancy wheel. I don't want to know where these wheels are from. So, you know, kleptomaniac as I am, but seriously, bold and radical. For many, just for the context, for many years this was a hodgepodge series of issues. We had an issue a week. It was very diagnostic. It was a disability week. Do you know what the 12 forms of cerebral palsy are? Come on, quick, and spell them to me. We moved to engage with multimedia and narrative storytelling, and people with disabilities' lives, and moved away from our lives, as in me, as a disabled person, being explained through that lens of service delivery. The course is designed to disturb. I remember one student one year kept saying, how come they keep using foul language, those disabled people? You know, they keep saying, fuck this, and bloody hell, and shit. And I'm now using this, and one of the things we'd say, well, actually, if you want to move into practice, guess what? You're going to have clients who say those things. And now this is on video, now I'm stuck with it. But I'm just reporting back the literature, yeah? So, disturb, unsettle. Yeah, how come people keep laughing at those really strange disability things? And it's not because any of the instructors, and there's Donna here, who I've recently met, Gail I know a bit longer. It's not that these 2 are sadists. I thought I'd put on you. They're not sadists, they're not. Serious. Well, not that I'm aware of. But the idea is to use this course to confuse you, to make you uncomfortable, to change and distress you, and there's a reason for this, so that we can get behind and move into disability, into yourself, your history. What was happening in my time in the lives of these people that are speaking on film, that are speaking through text. And to recognise that all of us, including my good self here, are all carry part of this notion, ableist relations. We're all born into and shaped by the kind of ableist pecking order that says certain virtues are valued and certain attributes and certain appearances are valued. As I say to my students, and they laugh year after year, I can no longer sell my body, I can only sell my brain, and they all laugh. I'm just really wanting someone to say, yes, you can sell your body, Fiona. But they never say it. But you know, there's that issue. So frankly, let me talk to you about, I've only got a little bit more, representations of disability. This is what this exhibition's about. We are saturated by bleeding heart approaches to disability, based on that belief that disability is tragic. Aimed at getting you to empty your purses. Now my daughter's somewhere here collecting money, by the way, we need this. To empty your purses, pass the hat around, that's tragic. We also have health warnings aimed at the good, so we need health warnings, but denigrate disability in the process. I was in my doctor's surgery the other day, and it said, if you don't look after your diabetes, you'll end up like this. And of course they had a person in a wheelchair, and I was thinking, but I was already in the wheelchair before I had diabetes. So, you know, it's kind of this backfiring. Or the slogan, MS is a death sentence. Well, what are we having, a cult of suicide? No, this kind of notion. We have other images, what I call a smiling faces campaign, that waves flags of tolerance and really doesn't tell the public about pleasant as well as unpleasant. experiences in the lives of disabled people. You probably realise that the Australian Businesswoman of the Year has recently been embodied in the saying that deafness is a scourge on the community, and we don't know whether that's actually an accurate reporting of the Australian Businesswoman of the Year's lecture, but actually Telstra won't release the files. There you go, there's a bit of corporate capitalism in the process. And so the story of these happy faces doesn't talk about how we as a society, all of us in this room, are implicated in how we deal with difference and stigmatisation. In the 6th year of this post, this is 6 years, folks, you're part of the 6th year. Yeah, Leslie, are we feeling old? We are, absolutely, the 6th year. Yeah, sorry, Leslie. I should say that, in the last 3 years, we've seen, students who disobey instructions with assessment. Seriously, originally it was a poster exhibition, Donna, and then we had people say, oh, but I've got this installation. Would you mind if I bring this installation in? So in the last 3 years, we have increasing installations. I'd say, but you can, as long as someone can't steal it. There are people who steal things in this foyer. So I think the one thing I want to say is the students are not necessarily trained artists. When they look at the assessment for this course, they change their colour. They go white. They say, yes, it's going to be an art exhibition, but this is not what this exercise is about. Although, I've seen stuff here, and Gail tells me there are some people who could actually enter art competitions in today's exhibition today. Students each week have been discussing the tropes or themes of impairment, and through sight, sound, image and text, all these things contain theoretical discourses, folks, have woven together what this course has meant to them. Instead of writing a disembodied essay, not a bloody essay, this exhibition brings together what I call a scholarship of engagement. I've always said, Leslie, that this exhibition really should be used as a travelling roadshow to showcase the social inclusion agenda of this campus, and I'm not just saying that for Leslie's sake. I think we should be taking the message out. Theory, reflection, people's imagination about possibilities, the corrective pedagogy. What do I mean by that? Translate that. Well, this is about a new way of doing education. This is a new message you're bringing to each other, the people and other students. There's a desire to shift minds and hearts, to provoke, to shock. I remember some students, how many people here become lawyers? Isn't it your first day today, isn't it? Hang out here, watch students from other schools. Someone will come and say, this is outrageous, this stuff that's put up here. Be voyeurs, have a perv. What hopefully you will have up here will disturb other students. That's a good thing. One year, have you got any legal warnings this year about flesh bits?
No.
We had to get permission from the Griffith University about what fleshy bits we could put up here at one stage, because some people might be offended by the content. So the idea here is to shift minds and hearts, to provoke and shock, stimulate debate. What you're involved with and you should be congratulated is about translating knowledge into another form. As students, you're mindful that your work is an exercise in dialogue, expected and unexpected. And I have been really, really thrilled, and I'm happy to open this exhibition. And I feel in many ways it's what a proud legacy. And I'm interested in interviewing students tonight on their experience of doing disability studies and how it, and your own reflections upon how this is an action research project. It's a way of transforming your experience and understanding of difference. And thank you very much. I'm getting the wrap up from my friends here. Thank you very much.